Hit it, us.
It's After Hours with Mariah and Ty.
Your weekly download of their extracurricular activities. Powered by Adult Source. Goodies for grown-ups. 100% Canadian owned. Enjoy.
This week on After Hours with Mariah and Ty, a masquerade.
You want to do a masquerade ball?
But masquerade also seems a little too, orgy-like.
Yeah, I went through a little egg throwing phase. I am proud to say that I've never dyed my hair. I was tempted at times. Yeah, I just have a rule. If Tony Hawk approaches me about anything, my answer is automatically yes.
We're back at Sam and Ty.
The boys.
We're drinking Container Brewing Murdered by Butterflies.
That's pretty good.
From Vancouver, British Columbia.
The Couve.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Who else is from Vancouver? Is Hotel Mira.
Ooh. Side note, this beer is absolutely wonderful right before I go to the gym. It's going to be great.
I already went today, brother. It was good. It was good. We are going to chat with Steve-O later on. We have a little interview with him. We were not drinking while chatting with Steve-O out of respect of his sobriety, obviously.
Yeah.
Bill Maher apparently wouldn't do that with him.
Really?
I was reading about that. I was like, what an ass Bill Maher is. Anyways.
I feel like that's not an uncommon opinion, though.
It's true. You getting excited for one weekend only, 2025, Sam?
One weekend only. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for one weekend only, man. It feels like as we get closer and closer and we get more people in the draw, people are getting more hyped about it. I get more and more texts about the one weekend only caller and what the name was or if they miss their name every day. It feels like people are really in it.
They're getting locked in.
The FOMO's
you got to lock
there.
in for that.
Oh, you really do.
It's going to be November 14th and 15th in Banff at the Ptarmigan Inn. What we do is we all go down there, me, you, everyone else who works here, and a bunch of listeners from X. And we do the X Gala on night one. It's a party. We're all there. There's a DJ, prizes, games. We all just hang out, enjoy the hotel space, enjoy the mountain scenery. I think I do my show live from there. I don't know how you get out of that.
I don't know. I think I had to do my show and then drive to Banff.
Yeah, I would rather do it live. That's how me and Mariah argued it last year. We're like, let us do it from there. So we're not getting there at 9 at night.
So we can drink at the hotel bar at 2 o'clock.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And then night 2 comes and we all go to Melissa's Mistake. And there's a lovely show that happens there. Hotel Mira is going to kick it off. And then it's going to go Ruby Waters. And it's a private show. You can only win your way in. This will be both of our third one weekend only. How many have you done?
This will be my 4th one weekend only I'll be at as an employee.
4th, Jesus.
Because I was at Arkell's in 2019 as a street teamer / photographer.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good times.
Lucky boy.
It was good times. I had to win my way into that event.
Okay.
Because they couldn't just give me a room because they were like that doesn't work. So I had to sit there like everybody and listen back then they did 7, 9, 11, 2, 4, and 7.
Yeah, I think 3 times is a lot easier.
It was ridiculous. 3 times was it's a lot easier to call in for. It's commitment. Oh, there you go. Little John in there?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember last year when we actually had an hour of downtime and we both had the idea to go to the keg? And I walked in and I was like, all right, I'm going to get a break from everybody. You're sitting right there. And I was like, oh, my. And then I was like, well, let's let them have their dinner and we'll have our dinner.
I waved you over and you're like, no, I'm good.
Oh, it's like, what am I going to see? 45 minutes later? What are we doing here?
We got to spend the whole weekend together, Ty. We can't be apart, man.
It's a lot. And then the first year we went, it was the beaches in Grandson. And I remember I was Bugs Bunny. And my girlfriend was like a creepy bunny or something.
Yeah.
And then Mariah was Pam Anderson. And Mr. Bunce was Tommy Lee. And me and Mariah crossed arm, chugged a beer on stage. And I was like, we're going to get in trouble for that. We did get in trouble, but not for that.
Not for that. The binge drinking part of it. Nah.
That is the hardest part is our boss says hey, have some drinks, have fun, but don't get fucked up.
Lock in.
He's like, after 10:30 or 11 when you're done, you're free to be however out of it you want. But from those times. And that's a tough line to toe.
Well, it's tough when like everybody else is getting like really like, caught up really and like, into it, and then you just gotta like sit there on the sidelines like you're
nursing a beer.
Yeah, you're like the
you're getting
pinch
to know
hitter.
it.
You're the pinch hitter in the 8th inning. That's when you really go wild in there.
You're waiting for your call. You're like, all right, once this happens, I'm free to go. There's usually a hot tub involved. I don't know if there's one at the Banff Ptarmigan Inn. Should we look it up?
A little live radio Google,
a little live podcast Google, and find out what the amenities are that we're looking at here.
Yeah.
I don't want to look too much ahead because I don't want to get too excited. Well, one thing, their food looks effing delicious.
Yeah.
So
we won't have to walk to the keg for this one, man. We're good. 2
indoor hot tubs.
Oh, no.
Complimentary Wi-Fi.
Whoa, they've got complimentary Wi-Fi?
A sauna and a steam room.
No hotels have complimentary Wi-Fi, Tyler.
Let me get it out there, right? A sauna and a steam room. I'm going to be in that sauna on Saturday morning, sweating it out. Just sweating it out. Someone's going to go and check and be like, is Ty okay? He's just sitting there.
Oh, man, like Saturday night we're going to see you at the shows, and you're just going to be a raisin. Like you'll have spent the whole day in the sauna, man.
Saturday's the night I try to dip out a little early and not go till 2 a.m. I think last year, night one, like everything kind of shut down around like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And then I think I was up with people just in my room, like people I don't even know, drinking till 4 in the morning with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can only imagine you add Hotel Mira and Ruby Waters into the mix. It's going to be a late one.
Yeah, I remember last year, like I woke up on the Saturday morning and I was like, I regret every choice I made last night. I regret all of it because it was tough. I had some extracurriculars, and then I decided that I wanted to go for a walk to the gas station. Not good. I didn't know left or right.
my girlfriend doesn't drink, and she was like, I'm going to drink a wood weekend only. And I was like, bad idea. And she did it anyway. I think she's actually like allergic to alcohol. And so she had a hangover so bad in the morning. She's like, just go get us A&W, please. I'm like, okay, I will. And I put on my sweats, my hood's up, my sunglasses are on. And I remember I get into the A&W, and there's a line, and I went, shit. And then people said, Ty, you ready for night 2 tonight? And I was like, oh, my God.
That's the question I didn't want.
I was like, how do you know it's me, for one? I guess I'm pretty tall. And then I was like, and 2, like, how are you guys okay?
Like, how are you guys up?
I was like, who are you? And how are you okay and surviving right now?
I feel that, though.
Some of the other amenities, meatball, pizza, and pasta. A meeting room, Sam. We could meet together.
Okay, hold on. Is an amenity a meatball pizza?
I mean, if it's a good one, sure.
All right.
Let's go.
I count it.
Like if it sucks, no. But if it's good, yeah. You know what? Maybe we'll get that. We'll order that effing meatball pizza and pasta, and we'll eat it.
I was thinking about it. The meeting room would be the perfect place for the live podcast filming of After Hours.
Oh,
we may have somebody joining the Fourth Timers Club at one weekend.
Oh, I hope they do it. I
think they will be very hungover to do it, but they'll do it. It'll be good.
What is? I remember last year as well. Talk was headlining there, and I finally get to Melissa's Mistake because a bus takes us out there, right? So we're all getting on the bus, and I walk up and Talk's there, and I had interviewed him a couple of times, and he's like, "This is the guy I want to see," and I walk up and I give him a hug, and then he's like, I'm signing $5 bills and just handing them out to people, and my manager's so pissed. And I was like, well, yeah, why are you doing that? He's like, because it's funny.
Well, at least he wasn't signing 20s. I feel like the manager would have gotten a little bit more upset about that.
I couldn't imagine.
I feel like signing hundies.
20s.
Signing hundies is like only for like what? Like the Rolling Stones.
Do you know what you're going to wear to the gala?
I don't know what the theme is for the gala yet. Like I remember
I had an idea.
Just
a masquerade.
Break out
a masquerade.
You want to do a masquerade ball?
But masquerade also seems a little too like orgy-like. I just think of the Always Sunny when they're wearing the masks. You know.
So what we can write is in like the invite that everybody gets before they get
not
there.
An orgy.
It's like masquerade. Do not take your clothes off.
Yeah, stay clothed. but wear a mask and like someone, imagine how funny it'd be like someone shows up in like a Scream mask. Terrifying, actually.
Oh man,
terrifying.
I feel like I'd go like old school masquerade, right? Like you dress fancy, but then you got just like the cover.
Oh yeah, I was talking this over with the fellas from Hotel Mirror, and we picked out a mask for you if we do it. It's the Fox mask. You get to wear the Fox mask.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like
Amazon.
Mike Myers or something.
Yeah.
But from
Myers.
Austin Powers, like that one. That one.
Oh, okay, sick.
You know?
Sick. We're about to kick it off over to our chat with Steve-O here. I think I chat with him about Tony Hawk's Underground 2 possibly being remade. I talk about his show. He gets it confused, the Grey Eagle with the River Cree, which is fair. They're very similar casinos, 3 hours apart.
Yeah. He also talked about his life growing up in Canada for a little bit.
Yeah, we get him to rank some of his favorite Canadiana, which is interesting. He brought one to the table that I didn't even think of.
I feel like we should have thought about it, but like it feels like a classic, but like for other people it'd be huge, right? So
this is Mariah and Ty's big interview. Last time we did this, we didn't have any imaging made, and it got made last minute. I still think we're going to try something new here and see what comes out of it. But it's Mariah and Ty's big interview.
Mariah and Ty's big interview.
It's Ty from X Afternoons. I'm chatting with the one and only Steve-O. You got the Crash and Burn tour. It's coming to Calgary September 26th. Thanks for hopping on and doing this chat with us, Steve-O.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
How? So you just like kind of kicked off the tour. How's it been going? And what can people expect if they've never been to a live Steve-O show before, who are interested in checking it out?
The tour has been going for a good while now. I actually did a run in Canada in April, and that was epic. Now the show's just even better. What people can expect is an extra. It's like an extra naughty Jackass movie collides with a stand-up comedy show. So you've got this, comedy routine, which is illustrated and punctuated by a multimedia component that, is woven through the show.
And that's going to be at the Grey Eagle Casino, September 26th. I think it's just 3 days away from the time of this interview. So it sounds like it's going to be a great one. It's a great venue for it, too. I think you'll really like it.
Oh my God, I love that place. It's epic. And I was there on my last tour, which was called Steve-O's Bucket List. And if anybody's curious what my multimedia live comedy looks like, you can see the show that I brought to the River Cree in Calgary. It just streams for free with no ads right on my website.
Wonderful. Steve-O, since I have you on here, I've listened to your podcast many times, so I just got some questions for you. What does Steve-O think makes a good interview?
Well, what makes a good interview? I would say juicy crap, I think, you don't want it to be boring. You want like a juicy subject matter. I think enthusiasm for what's being discussed is pretty crucial. And I think interesting people.
It's a good answer. I often find myself, because like I'm a radio host for a living, I'm always talking at people. And I feel like for an interview, I usually have to sit back and listen. So it's a little different. Like there's a million things I want to talk at you, but I'm gonna leave it to the questions today. You lived in Canada at the age of 12. I believe there's a story online about you throwing eggs in Canada, but you never elaborated fully on that. Can you explain what you were doing throwing eggs in Canada at 12 years old?
Yeah, I went through a little egg throwing phase, and I was sufficiently excited about throwing eggs that I would forego eating lunch so that I could spend my lunch money on eggs and go around throwing them after school. Um, I don't know that there's much to elaborate, but I particularly got a kick out of doing that in the winter, knowing that the eggs would really freeze onto whatever I struck with them.
That is a classic Canadian kids movement that still I think happens to this day in Canada when the winter hits. So you were on to something there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I'm proud of, but it's colorful. I
Hey,
definitely, my time in Canada represented my bad kid era. I was arrested for shoplifting. I was big into throwing eggs. It was my first time that I took to drinking alcohol. I was really quite deviant when I lived in Canada.
you know, a lot of kids throw snowballs, and I think that's more likely to break a windshield than an egg. So I think you're in the good books. So
Yeah,
um,
sure.
you've spoken before about being cool with your grays and getting older. So what advice would you give to someone who hates getting older and myself? Like I'm 32 now, and I just still wish I was 20.
I'm not going to go so far as to say that I'm cool with getting older. I think that I've struggled with it mightily. Um, my struggles, I think, eh, I think that I've kind of struggled through it. I've come to terms with it. But with respect to gray hair, I am proud to say that I've never dyed my hair. I was tempted at times. But I've never once dyed it to make grays go away. I just rock it. Now, with that said, I do like, try to keep the sides shaved pretty close because that minimizes the gray. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any advice. I think you just gotta, you know, you just gotta do what you can with what you're working with.
Okay, that's fair. You know, I honestly don't think there is any advice that can make it easier for anyone. So that's totally fair, Steve-O. The Tony Hawk's games have been getting remade, and you appeared in Underground too. You were
Yep.
a secret unlockable character. Has there been any rumors about maybe remaking the Underground series? Because I saw Tony posted a video like shouting out the Underground game. So maybe this could happen, do an Underground 1-2 thing. And how do we ensure that you get in the game once again?
I don't have any idea, but if I just have a rule. If Tony Hawk approaches me about anything, my answer is automatically yes.
That's fair. And you know what? I think people would love to see it. I think those were the best games of the series. And I don't know. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Underground 2 to be remade. They'll take me back.
Nice.
Well, filming a show like Wildboyz after coming off of Jackass, Steve-O, how did you get the idea to take what you were doing and mix in something that's so educational? Like, when you watch the show, like I was a young kid watching it, my older brother showed me it, and like I was learning things, but still laughing. Like that, it's a brilliant concept.
Well, thanks, man. I didn't really have much to do with coming up with the idea. Um, I think that was more Jeff Tremaine and Chris Pontius. I mean, it was certainly I collaborated, a fair amount, but yeah, they just loved watching nature shows. Chris had, always wanted to make a nature show like since he was a kid, I think. And we were messing around with wildlife, and Chris and I would really lean into wildlife on Jackass. So it felt like a pretty natural move. Nature programming was pretty hot at the time with Steve Irwin and Jeff Corwin, uh, you know, all that type of thing.
And I understand that, like with nature shows, those can be pretty grueling shoots because you got to get the right footage. Did you guys have long shoots like that? Like, were you shooting for 30 days at a time? What was that like?
Yeah, I think that our longest, we had like 29 consecutive shooting days, which was pretty heavy. Everybody was a mess after that. um, yeah, it was. But then again, it was such a great like era. You know, like that whole Wildboyz era was really something special.
Well, it's a shame you can't stream those anywhere here. Like I've looked online to find them.
Uh, I'd be surprised if they didn't live on Paramount Plus.
The Paramount Plus catalog in Canada is different, so maybe it is in the American one. I've looked. It's wild.
You know what? I recently heard and maybe this isn't correct, but I understand that it is illegal to pirate stuff in that transmitting the actual stream is illegal, but receiving the transmission I think is not illegal.
You could be
So
onto something.
go ahead and stream it.
One of my favorite things that you've ever done is the Gumball Rally. Not only you, but like some other people I looked up to as a kid, probably why I'm sitting here doing radio now. Like you were in that. Johnny was in that. Rob Deerdeck, I believe, was in that with Big Black. That deserves like a Netflix documentary special because there's so many amazing aspects of that. And I think it's widely known, but I don't think it's as widely known as it should be. Do you feel the same way? Like, do you feel like it gets the recognition it deserves? Because I feel like it kickstarted so much.
I mean, I think that it would undermine what it is if it was more widely known. Because here you've got all of these, you know, all these obnoxious people like basically illegally racing. I think the more attention you draw to Gumball Rally, the more you would undermine it.
I think it was like perfect counterculture for its time. I don't know. It's like a moment in time, dude. I love it. I like that you can still watch the original one on YouTube, but I just want an in-depth interview series of that selfishly.
So funny because Chris Pontius and I got together and made a reaction video. I think it lives on Chris's channel. We watched Gumball Rally together to make a reaction video, and I was struck by how low the bar was back then. You know,
What do you mean
like
how low the bar was?
there just wasn't a whole lot that actually happened. I mean, we made all of our effort to dress it up by being goofy and silly in the car, but it I was struck by how how little happened and how slow it was. And for its time it was great, but I just think now people's attention span is much harder to command these days.
I think the beauty in that was the banter and the conversation and like the characters.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I always enjoyed about it.
Yeah. Right.
So some of the weird merch you guys have had, I saw online the other day was Jackass trading cards. Were you aware that was a thing?
I am aware that that was the thing. Yeah.
What is the weirdest piece of merch you've ever been licensed out to that you can think of?
That I've been mm, I don't know. I mean, I made a bobblehead. Um, I did humongous ghetto blasters. Um, the one thing I was pretty proud of. I made a coffee mug with my mug shot on it, so it was like a mug.
That's so good. I've always thought that you guys should get into like the skate shoe line. I feel like that's
That
a
was the
timeless
worst
thing.
investment.
You
I invested in 2,000 pairs of Emerica shoes in 2022 when Jackass Forever was coming out. Couldn't sell those things for the life of me. I ended up writing off, you
really?
know.
Well,
Yeah.
and you're still skating though every day, right? Did you skate in
I
those?
mean, not every day, but yeah, I skate here and there.
Do you rock the shoes while you skate, or like what's your go-to skate shoe?
I wear the Nijas.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm on the Nija 3s.
Before I let you go, I'm gonna give you some Canadian isms, and I want you to tell me if you like it or hate it, and just be honest, okay? Because you're half Canadian. You got like the Canadian passport and everything.
I'm a triple national.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get Steve-O's thoughts on these. So the first one is Tim Hortons. You like it? Toss it? Keep it? What do you think?
I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's the equivalent of Dunkin' Donuts, right?
That's fair. I actually think Dunkin's better. Ice hockey.
I'm not mad at it. I used to attend Maple Leaf games. Always had a blast.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think. See, that's something we learned. There we go. The Canadian tuxedo, all denim.
I didn't know that was a Canadian tuxedo. But yeah, I live in Tennessee, so I'm a country boy. I dig that.
Okay. Minus 40 Celsius weather.
Yeah, that can go to hell.
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
tell you my favorite Canadianism.
Sure.
Ketchup chips.
Hey, that is a good one.
And to be super specific, Old Dutch ridged extra flavor ketchup chips.
My brother Mitch works for Old Dutch, so he's gonna be thrilled to hear that Steve-O approves. So
Yeah, those extras. I mean, like I've been through the gamut of taste testing all the ketchup stuff, and the crown goes to extra ridged Old Dutch.
Old Dutch is the Canadian brand, so they would know it. Steve-O, before I let you go, the Crash and Burn Tour coming to the Grey Eagle Resort and Casino September 26th here in Calgary. Any final words you want to say before we let you get back to whatever you're doing?
I brought in some extra muscle for Calgary. I've got Wee Man coming in, opening the show.
Wow. Okay. Hey, that's wonderful. I think he's been to Alberta a couple of times. He's familiar with the land.
He opened up the show. You know what? I think his plane was delayed, and he came into Calgary and wasn't able to open up this show. And but he was in Calgary with me last time I was there.
After Hours with Mariah and Ty.
It's like their radio show, but in podcast form.
And that was our chat with Steve-O. Well, my chat. Sam was watching baseball during the chat.
I had one eye on the baseball and one eye on you doing the interview from my computer.
Fair enough. Don't forget to register for 1 weekend only up at x929.ca. Brought to you by Adult Source, Grey Eagle Resort and Casino, might I add, South Point Toyota, Atlas Pizza and Sports Bar, Country Hills Toyota, Precision Calgary, Macamee College. They're all there.
They're all there. We do want to give a special shout out to Adult Source because they are, of course, the title sponsor of 1 weekend only, and also the title sponsor of this podcast.
That's true.
Check them out on their website, up on their Facebook as well. They got lots of great products. They're not
100%
just wall-to-wall
Canadian
video.
owned.
Yeah, not just wall-to-wall video either. You walk in there, your mind will be blown with all of the things that they got in there.
If you got any sexy questions for them, I believe they will also be at 1 weekend only, and Sarah will be more than happy to answer them. And I bet you, because last year at 1 weekend only, there was like a goodie bag in everyone's room, and
there's some wild stuff.
There is all sorts of stuff in there. So who knows what's going to be in this year's?
I'm willing to bet some of that stuff was used at 1 weekend only.
Oh, kudos to them, everyone.
Yeah.
It's like the Olympic Village. Anyways, Sam, what did you think of the beer, Murdered by Butterflies wheat beer from Container Brewing?
Pretty solid. Like the artwork, a little bit of a different taste than what I was expecting when I first dived into it, but I like it quite a bit. I'd give it probably like an 8 out of 10.
Me too. I often think like a flowery beer is better than you'd ever think it would be.
Yeah. Yeah, and like when I saw the flowers on the outside, I was thinking like, oh, this is going to taste like flowery or like a sour. Mm-hmm. No, it's just solid beer.
Tastes like a solid beer. Register at x929.ca so you can come party with us in Banff at the Ptarmigan Inn and then at Melissa's Mistake. I mean, like I can't emphasize enough how fucking awesome it's going to be. There's your swear for the podcast.
His one. There you go.
There's my one.
Make sure as well You set those alarms on your phone, 6:55, 10:55, 3:55, so you are prepared and you can listen for your name. You can do it on the app or on the dial.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to After Hours with Mariah and Ty.
Powered by Adult Source. Goodies for grown-ups. 100% Canadian owned.
Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and have the new episode of After Hours with Mariah and Ty downloaded weekly to whatever device you use.